Good morning everyone. In this session we are going to look at the topic MS PowerPoint. This MS PowerPoint comes under the category of MS Office. You know about MS Office because in our previous session we have discussed about MS Office. This MS Office is an office package. It was developed by Microsoft Corporation. This MS Office contains a lot of office applications like MS Word, MS Excel and MS PowerPoint. In this session we are going to learn about the MS PowerPoint. Let us see how to open MS PowerPoint. To open a MS PowerPoint you have to press start button on the keyboard. It will look like a flower symbol, or you have to press start button on the taskbar. So now I am going to choose taskbar. After selecting this start button you will be getting a guide board. In this guide board you will be having a lot of predefined applications. Sometimes this MS PowerPoint available on the guide board. In case if it is not available on the guide board, you have to go to all programs option, then MS Office PowerPoint 2007. After choosing MS PowerPoint 2007 we will be getting a page like this. So here we have a title bar, menu bar, standard toolbar, formatting toolbar, whatever the menus we have discussed in our previous session in MS Excel. Similarly the same menus having in this presentation. So by default a presentation displays presentation 2. If you like to change the name of the title, you can change by the help of save or save as option. Let us see how to change that. To open a save as dialog box, you have to choose office button, then save as. After selecting save as option, you will be getting a save as dialog box. In this save as dialog box, left side will be having a location, right side will be having a predefined files. So now I am going to select a location. My location is desktop, so I am selecting desktop. Then I am typing a name as Jairam Higher Secondary School. Then click save button. Then after pressing the save button, the title appears on the title bar, because as I told you already, title bar is used to display the title on the screen. In this top left corner you will be having a quick access toolbar. As the name itself you can understand the meaning, frequently accessed commands available in this quick access toolbar. And also you can add any new menus in this quick access toolbar to accessing very fastly. So let us see how to add menus in this quick access toolbar. You have to choose this small arrow. After selecting this small arrow you will be getting a lot of menus. So now I am going to add this open menu in this quick access toolbar. Just you have to click once, then this open option will add in this quick access toolbar. So what is the purpose of using this quick access toolbar? We can easily access the commands. So next, in this top right corner you will be having a minimize button. You know that well. If you press this minimize button, the particular document placed on the desktop. Once again if you click the same icon, it will come back to the previous position. If you click this restore button, the particular window will shrink. So wherever you want you can able to move this window. Can you see here? So this is the way you can able to move. Again if you press the same restore button, it will come back to the previous position. So here we have a close button. So if you click this close button, the particular document will be closed. Okay, so next let us see what is this. So in this presentation we have a left pan, middle pan. So in this left pan we'll be having a lot of thumbnail images of the slide. Okay, so by default it shows only one page. So the thumbnail slide appears in this left pane. In case if you're creating a 10 pages or more pages, that all the slides will appear in this left pan. Okay, so next here is a middle pan. So in this middle pan we can able to start our presentation. Okay, next after the middle pan we have a status bar. At the bottom of the screen we have a status bar. Already you might be seeing in the MS Excel itself. So here also we have a status bar. So what is the use of status bar? It is used to display the current information on the screen. For example, by default it shows only one slide, so it shows 1 of 1. In case if you creating 10 pages, 10 slides, it shows 1 of 10, 1 of 20. According to the slides it shows the information, so it is called a status bar. Okay, now let us see how to create a presentation. So before we enter into that, let us see what is meant by layout. Here we have a layout option. So if you click this layout option, it shows a lot of placeholders. Placeholders means it has title slide option, title and content option, section header option, to content option. According to your use, you can select the placeholders in this layout. For example, before starting a presentation, what you will do, you have to type a introduction. So that introduction we can include in this title slide. So if you want to include title and the content, so which placeholder will you select? You have to select this title and content. So after choosing this title and content slide will appear on the screen. So where you can add a title, here you can start to type your contents. So that purpose they have given a placeholders. In case if you want to add two content, for example if you want to find the difference between two objects, so that time we will prefer this to content placeholder. So according to your purpose you can select this layout. So in this left pan you will be having a lot of options by right clicking the particular slide. So I am going to right click this slide. Then you'll be having a cut option, copy option, paste option, new slide option. You know well, new slide means it is used to create a new slide, or you can use shortcuts for creating a new slide. So which shortcut will you use to create a new slide? Control plus M. M means more slides. So to creating a more slides, you have to choose Control plus M. Okay, so now I am going to choose new slide option to create a new slide. So this is the way you can create a slides. Can you see here? So next one, we have a duplicate slide option. In case already you have created one page, you need the same page again. So that time we will choose duplicate slide. Okay, next delete slide means if you want to delete the particular slide, you have to choose delete slide option. So here also we have a layout option. Just now we have seen about this. So next we have a format background and the hide slide option. Let us see one by one. First of all, I will tell you how to start a presentation. So first you have to type any text. So I am going to type introduction, or I am going to type computer. In our previous session, we have learnt about the selection methods, how to selecting the text by keyboard, how to selecting the text by mouse, everything we have learnt. So I hope you had a practice in that. So I don't want you to go so deep. So I'm just selecting the text and I'm going to apply some formatting options here. So I'm selecting bold option to make the text bold. Okay. And also I'm going to increase the size by the help of this font size option. After selecting this small arrow, a lot of numbers will appear on the screen. You can choose the numbers as you like. So I'm going to give 20, don't want, I'm going to give 40, 44. So just you place the cursor on the number, it shows the preview according to this number. Okay, so this is the way you can able to increase the size. If you want to underline the particular text, you have to select the required text, then you have to choose underline option. The particular text will be underlined. Okay, so next in this content slide, by default it shows the bullet symbol, isn't it? If you start to type a text, automatically this bullet symbol will be highlighted. Let us see. Can you see here, after typing the text, the bullet symbol has highlighted. So what is the use of this presentation? What is the use of this presentation? This presentation is mainly used while speaking to your group. With presentation, to support and organize your information. A presenter narrates a presentation with slides of information to back up their message. A presentation includes audio, video, text, images and hand-drawn images. So this presentation give more attract to the user. So that purpose we are using a presentation. Okay. So I am going to type some text here. See, after completing the first line, automatically it come to the next line. You no need to press enter key. Then after completing the first point, if you press enter key, automatically another bullet symbol will appear on the screen. You no need to choose bullet icon to display the bullet symbol. Okay, and also by default it shows the bullet symbol, isn't it, round symbol. If you like to change the size of this bullet, you can able to change. So what you will do, you have to choose this bullet icon. After selecting this bullet icon, you will be having a lot of styles, isn't it? So I am going to select any one of the styles in this bullet palette. Okay, so this is the way you can apply a different kind of bullets to the slide. So I am going to type another point here. Any letters you can type. For example, I am typing some words here. In case after that, if you like to create a title or if you like to add any sub points, you could add. How will you add? You have to press enter key, then you have to press tab key. So one sub menu will create it like this. Here you can add many options. How will you come back to the previous position? You have to choose shift plus tab to come back to the previous position. Then it will come like this, where you can add another point. So can you understand? So this is the way you can able to type a slide. So let us see how to align the text. To align the text, you have to select the required text, because already I told you whatever the formatting options you are going to apply to the text, first you have to select. In case if you forget to select the text, what will happen? You couldn't apply. So first I am selecting the text, then go to this line spacing option. I am going to change the line spacing. By default it shows 1.0. 1.0 means single line spacing, so I am going to change it as 1.5. Can you see the difference? Yes, it has some lines, it has some space after the first line. Can you see the difference here? Once again I will do it. First you have to select the required text, then select 1.0, then select the particular text, then I am going to give 2.0. So according to the line spacing, it will leave space after the text. Can you understand this? So this is called a line spacing. So this is the way you can able to change the line spacing. In case if you like to make this text as center position, first you have to select the required text, then go to center option. So we can make the text as center position. I hope you understood this. Press Ctrl plus Z to come back to the previous position. Okay, so next let us see how to play the slideshow. Okay, to playing the slideshow, you have to press F5 key. So if you press F5 key, the on-screen presentation will change into the full screen mode. Let us see how. Press F5 key. After pressing the F5 key, one big screen will be visible. Okay, so if you like to move the next slide, what you will do, you have to use movement keys to move the next slide. There are many movement keys are there at the keyboard, left, right, top, bottom. You have to use right arrow key to move to the next slide. So this is the way you can able to move. At the end of the presentation, you will see a black color screen where you have to press escape key to come back to the main screen. So this is the way you have to play a slideshow. let us see a different kind of views. To view the many views, you have to choose view option. So here we have a different type of views. Normal view. Usually we use normal view for typing our presentation. Sometimes if you need any other view, you can able to change. For example, now I am going to change the outline view. To changing the outline mode, you have to choose this outline option. After selecting the outline option, you will be getting a screen like this in this left pane. So here I am going to type some text. Group of people. Then after pressing enter key, it creates another slide. So how will you type text in the second slide? You have to press tab key. So I am going to type some text here. Banu, Geeta, Mala. Okay. So next press enter key. So I am going to press tab key. After pressing the tab key, you will be getting a lot of sub menus. So if you need, you can type, otherwise you can omit. Okay. So next, in this third slide, I am going to type some text. Fruits. And press enter key, then tab key. See here I am going to type apple, orange. For example, I am typing these words. But when you start to type your presentation, you can use a different text according to your purpose. Banana. So this is the way we can create a slide by outline view. So how will you come back to the previous view? Just you have to press this slide option. We'll come back to the previous view. Can you see here? Whatever we have typed in the outline view, that will be appear in this second slide and third slide. So this is the way we can use a outline view. So next we will see slide sorter view. Slide sorter view allows you to display the miniature images of all the slides on the screen. So at a time we can able to see all the slides on the screen. So it is mainly used for reordering the slides. Reordering the slides means we can able to change the place of the slide. Can we see now how to do that? First you have to select the required slide, then you have to change the position of the slide. So I am going to change to 4th position. Just you have to hold the slide and drag where you want. Can you see here now? So this is the way you can able to reorder the slide by the help of slide sorter view. Okay. So next we will see notes page view. So notes page view will look like this. So in this place you can able to add additional information about the slide. And also remember that whatever the additional information adding here, that information won't appear during slideshow. Okay, but it is mainly used for adding additional information in the slide. Okay. So next, handout master view. Handout master view means it is used to scale the slides. So several pages can fit into a single screen. So it is mainly used for taking a printout. For example, in this page you can see 6 sheets, 6 slides. So if you want to take a printout like 6 pages per sheet, you can able to take by the help of this handout view. Okay, if you want to close this view, you have to choose this close master view. Okay. So now I am going to change this view as normal view. Select normal view. Then I will tell you what is meant by custom slideshow. Custom slideshow means it is mainly used to display the selected slides on the screen. For example, I would like to display the pages 3rd and 4th, or I want you to display 4th and 5th pages. So that pages alone will display during slideshow. So that purpose we are using custom slideshow option. Let us see how to use that. Okay, go to slideshow option. Here we have a custom slideshow option. Here I am going to select this custom slideshow. After selecting this, we'll be getting a custom shows dialog box. Select new option. Then here we have a titles, foods, slide to computer, group of people, slide 5. Totally how many slides we have created? Totally we have created 5 slides. That slides will appear here. So I'm going to select this computer slide, then click add. So I'm going to select this fruit slide, then select add, then click OK. Then click show option. The particular slide alone will appear on the screen. So what you will do, you have to press escape key to come back to the previous position. So what is the use of custom slideshow? It is used to display the selected slides on the screen. And also here we have a option from current slideshow option. So what is the use of this from current slideshow option? In case if you want to display these pages during slideshow, what you will do, you will press F5 key to display the slides on the slideshow. In case if you like to display the pages from 2nd to 5th, so how will you do? You have to choose from current slideshow option. From current slideshow option help us to display the slides during the presentation from where you want to start. Okay, so I'm going to start from 3rd, select the current slide, then click from current slide. Then how will you move to the next slide? You have to press movement keys to move to the next slide. I hope you understood this. So what is the purpose of this from current slideshow option? It is used to start the slide from where you want to start. So that purpose we are using from current slideshow option. Otherwise, each and every time if you press F5 key, it will start from the beginning. So that purpose we are using from current slideshow option. And also you can use shortcuts for from current slideshow option. Which shortcuts will you use? You have to press shift plus F5 key for the current from current slideshow option. Okay, so next we will see how to open the existing slide option. To open the existing slides means you know the meaning, the document already saved in our computer, that is called the existing slide. To open the existing slide, you have to choose office button, then open option. After selecting open option, you'll be getting a open dialog box. Here we have a predefined PPT. So I'm going to open, for example, I'm going to open biology. So whatever available in this computer, that will be open. So this is the way you can able to open the existing presentation. Okay, if you want to close this, just you have to press close button, the particular document will be closed. Okay, so next we will see how to apply a page number for each slide. Let us see. To applying a page number, you have to choose insert, then slide number. After selecting insert slide number, header and footer dialog box will appear on the screen. Here we have a option slide number and footer. Footer means bottom area of the slide. So where you want to display the page, footer or header, you can mention as you like. So I am selecting footer, so the number will be displayed by bottom area. Okay, select footer, then apply to all. Can you see here the page number will displayed at the bottom of the screen. This is the way you can insert a page number for each slide. Okay, how will you insert a date? In the same way, you have to select insert menu, then go to date and time option. Then here we have a date and time checkbox. Actually this square box is called the checkbox. You have to select this checkbox, then click apply to all. The date will appear to all the slides. So this is the way you can apply a date and a page number. Okay, let us see how to apply a table. To applying a table in MS Excel, what you will do, you have to go to the insert menu, then you will choose table. But here you no need to go to the insert menu, directly you can get from this placeholder. So I am going to create a table for this slide. So just I have to click this table icon. One insert table dialog box will appear on the screen. Here I can mention how many columns I need, how many rows I need, that all the details I can mention here. So I am going to give 3 columns and 3 rows, then click OK. one table will be created like this, where you can type the text. So I'm going to type some text here. For example, name of the student, Tamil and English. If you want to change the border of this table, you could change. How will you change? Here we have a border shading effects option, so I'm going to select border. So in this you can select all border option. Why it didn't appear? Because you have to select the required table, then you have to select border option, then it will apply like this. So this is the way you can able to create a table. Okay, this all you know. How will you align the text? You have to select the required text, then here we have a left option, center option, right option and justify option. So I'm going to select center to make the text in center position. So this is the way we can create a table. Okay, so at the end of the table you have to press tab key to creating a more rows. Okay, so next I will tell you how to create a chart. To creating a chart also you have to use the same method. So I am going to select this chart option, then after selecting the chart option, insert chart dialog box will appear on the screen. In this left side will be having a lot of predefined charts: column chart, line chart, pie chart, bar chart, area, scatter, stock, surface, definite, bubble, radar. So I am going to apply any one of the chart in this. So I am going to select bar chart, then click OK. After pressing OK button, one Excel sheet will appear on the screen where you have to enter the data. So now I am going to enter some data here. And I am going to enter some example values. Okay, so I am going to enter some values: 56, 89, after entering the data, I have to close the Excel sheet. So as per the data, the chart will appear on the presentation. In case if you like to edit the data, once again you have to press right button, then here we have a edit data option, then you can able to edit the data. So this is the way you can able to create a chart. So now I am going to create another slide. So how will you create another slide? You have to choose Ctrl plus M key, or you have to press right button, then choose new slide option. Okay, here we have a smart art option. This smart art already we have discussed in the MS Excel, so I hope you had a practice in this. So I am going to select insert smart art graphic. So after selecting this, smart art graphic will appear on the screen. In this I am going to select hierarchy. I am going to select this option, then click OK. Okay, so here I am going to type some text: fruit family or fruit, apple. So here if you want to create any text box, you can able to create. How will you create? First you have to select the text, then press right button. Here we have a add shape option, then add shape. After pressing this add shape, we'll be getting a lot of sub menus, isn't it? So here you have to choose add shape of after option. So after selecting this, you can type whatever the text you want there. Okay, so this is the way you can able to create a smart art. If you if you like to decrease the size of this smart art, you can able to decrease like this. Just you have to place the cursor at the bottom of the slide, then you have to drag like this. Can you see here? So this is the way you can able to decrease the size. And also here if you want to add any text boxes, you can able to add in the same way. Just now I told you, no, in that same way you can able to add. Press right button, then choose add shape, then add shape below. Okay, then add the shape after. So if you want to arrange this properly, just you have to select layout option. Then here we have a standard option. First you have to select the text, then choose standard option. It will appear like this. So this is the way you can apply a smart art. Okay, so now I am going to create another slide. To creating another slide, you have to choose Ctrl plus M key. After pressing Ctrl plus M key, you will be getting another slide. So here I am going to select clip art and insert picture option. So clip art are similar to the insert picture option. So now I will tell you how to use insert picture option. So once you click this icon, after clicking that icon, you will be getting a insert picture dialog box. Here you can select pictures whatever you want. Desired pictures you can select in this insert picture option. So I am going to select this option. Okay, then click insert. The particular image will appear on the slide. We have already learnt how to change the shape of this pictures. You know well, we have a picture shape option. So here you have to select the required shape. So this is the way you can able to change the shape of this picture. Can you see here? So this is the way you can able to change the shape of this picture. If you like to change the border, you could change. See, if you place the cursor on the color palette, it will change according to the color. Can you see here? Yes, this is the way you can able to change. Next, the picture effects option is there. If you like to change the effects, if you like to give the effects, you can able to give. So if you place the cursor on the effects, the preview you can see here. So this is the way you can apply a picture in this presentation. So let us see what is meant by design. So applying background design is very necessity to the presentation, because without background design a presentation will be monotonous. So we have to give some unique designs, unique background colors, so then only the appears will be very attractively. So that purpose we are using background designs in these presentations. So after selecting this design option, we'll be getting a lot of predefined designs, isn't it? So if you want to apply this, just you have to place the cursor on the design, just to click on it. It will apply to all the slides, isn't it? So in case if you like to apply the background for each slide, you want to apply a different designs, how will you apply? Again you have to go to the themes option. First you have to select the required text, then go to themes option. Here you have to press right button, then choose apply to selected slides. So this is the way you can apply unique designs for each slide. Okay, so now I am going to apply different design for this computer slide. Select any one of the designs in this. I am going to select this one, press right button, then choose apply to selected slide. Can you see the difference here? So this is the way you can apply individual designs for each presentation. Okay, so now we will see the animations. Animation gives more attractive to the presentation. It is very very important. And also remember that you can apply a different animations for each slide. Let us see one by one. For first slide I am going to select this design. It will come like this. Can you see the preview here? After selecting this option, you might be seeing a preview in this middle pane. So for second I am going to select this option. For third I am going to apply this one. Fourth one I am going to apply more transition effects. How will you get more transition effects? Here we have a arrow mark. Once if you press this, you will be getting a lot of transition designs. So I am going to select this one for third. Fourth one. For fourth one I am going to select this one. For fifth one I am going to select this one. Fifth one I am going to select another slide. Sixth one I am going to select this one. Seventh one I am going to select this one. So this is the way you can apply individual designs for each slide. Okay, let us play this slides. To playing the slide you have to press F5 key. It will come like this. Can you see here? It is so attractive, isn't it? So that purpose we are using transition effects. I hope you all understood this class well. It will be very helpful to you. So let us go through once again. Creating a presentation, which shortcuts will you use? You have to choose Ctrl plus M key to create a new slide. Then to saving a document, you have to choose Ctrl plus S or Office button and save as option. Then how will you start a slideshow? You have to press F5 key to start a slideshow. How will you come back to the main screen? You have to press escape key. How will you start the slide from current position? You have to choose Shift plus F5 key. So these are all the important shortcuts. Okay, thank you.